Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Kurt from the Kurt's Place channel. Welcoming you back to the Kurt's Place channel here on the YouTube. This is going to be another LGB train fun video that I'm going to have for you. In this video, we're going to discuss exactly what an LGB train is and one of the reasons why I like LGB trains and have made them a part of my life over the last 20 years. Okay, let me go and start out by showing you what an LGB train engine looks like. Now, on my layout, primarily, I like to use the German style engines. This engine's called a Stainz engine. This is one of the LGB engines. Now, one of the things I'm going to point out is, first of all, if you notice how big the train is, here's my hand in relation to how big the train is. You can see that this train has a lot of weight to it. There's a lot of weight involved in this. This train is very well designed. LGB trains are designed to basically run indoors or outdoors. You can actually run these outdoors through gardens and things. They can run in the rain and the snow. If you go on YouTube and you look under LGB trains, you're going to find layouts and things that run outdoors through the rain, through the snow. There's also layouts that run indoors as well. Now, one of the reasons I like these trains is I like all the details. I'm going to just show you. This is one of the engines on my layout that I'm currently working on right now. I'm going to just show you some of the details. One of the reasons why I love LGB so much. Okay. Now, we're going to start out on this side of the engine here. Now, you're going to notice something really cool about LGB. Because of the fact these are so big, you're going to see that there's little details like this little, like if I zoom in here, like these little rivet holes and things on the cab here. You know, the little label decals here. You know the actual engine decals. This tells you the numbers and everything. You're going to notice things like all the little rivets and things here. The detail in these is just amazing. You know, you have the driver here and everything. You can see the detail in those is just amazing. That's one of the things about LGB. Because of the fact they're so big, they can do a lot of detail. I'm going to show you some details on this engine too, in addition to what I've already shown you. You're also going to notice on this engine too. Now, when you handle an LGB train, you have to be very careful. They're very heavy trains, so one of the things you need to be careful of is when you're handling them, you need to make sure you have your hand underneath here all times when you hold these. These trains have a lot of weight to them, so that's one of the things you're going to find. They're this engine that I have here weighs about 3 pounds, this one that I have right here, which also means that, that you're going to see the details and stuff in the workmanship. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is, like if you see like where the drivers and everything are, where the wheels are. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is that when this engine runs on the layout, I can't show you right now because I don't have this set up on the layout, but you're going to notice that the details, like if you see here in this picture here, see how the details, all the working parts and everything? That's one of the things that makes these great. If you can see, yeah, you can see in the photo here, all the working parts and things in here that these have. That's one of the things that makes these trains great. Not only the fact that they have the working wheels and things that I just showed you, but also things like the light and stuff in here too. You know, they have lights and things that run on them as well that also work as well. Now, in addition to that, this little engine also has on the bottom of the engine, it's got a little metal piece right here. What that is that's actually a smoke generating unit. When you turn this, when you connect these two together right here, this is actually a smoke generating unit. What it will do is you pour, in this particular engine, there's smoke fluid that you pour in the smokestack. There's a little heater inside the engine. Right in here, there's a little heater. It heats it up, and then smoke will actually come out of the engine. Now, something else, too, that I don't have on this engine, some of the newer engines actually have inside the engine, right where the cab is under here. Let me show you here. Underneath the cab, right under here, they'll actually have right underneath here, there'll actually be a speaker mounted underneath here, and then inside the unit, they'll actually have a sound unit. So when this train runs around the layout, it actually will have, it'll go, it actually will make noise based on how fast the train's going with the sound encoder that's basically built inside the engine. Now, this is one of the older LGB Stainz locomotives. I don't use sound on my layout right now, but you can get sound units and things for these LGBs as well. So this is just as an example. I'm going to show you a few more details. You're going to notice things, for example, like the bumpers and things, and all the little rivets and things they have here, you know, like the details in the front here. You're going to notice, if you look on the side here, all the little hoses, piping, and everything a steam engine would have. The little logo and everything they have on top here, right here. This is one of the reasons that I like LGB. You can just see, if I turn this, you can just see some of the detail. It's absolutely amazing in this. Even things like the windows here. It's almost like there's real glass in the little windows here. One thing nice too is the light bulbs and things inside here. When they burn out, you can replace the light bulbs. Now, this engine currently has 2 lights. It has one on the front when the train's going forward, It also has one on the back. When the train's going backwards, this light will light up as well. Also, you're going to see on the inside of the interior, it's a little hard to see from the photos, but basically on the inside of the interior, you can see a little bit in this picture right here. You can see a little bit of it. Yeah, right there. Yeah, if you notice inside the interior, it's a little hard to show you because of the light, but the interior is also, on the inside of the engine here, the interior also is fully decorated on the inside. You can see a little bit of it right there. You can see a little bit of it, but inside here, this is all decorated as well. Where the engine and everything is, in the front of this, it's all decorated as well on the inside. And on the top here, you're going to have things like where the whistle and things come out. You know, where it has a whistle on it as well. Okay, and then also you're going to have things here like the little bell and things that's on here as well. So as you can see, there's an awful lot of detail involved in these little trains as well. Now, one of the questions people have asked me is, how do these trains actually run? The way these trains run is, on the bottom of the engine, okay, I'm going to show you in this photo here, there's little metal pads right here. These are actually spring-loaded pads, okay? This is an all-wheel drive engine, which means all four wheels drive the engine. Now, on this particular engine, there's a little pad right here, and what it does is when it's on the track is here, and what it does is it presses up on this little pad right here. I want to show you. And this is what runs on the track. These little pads right here are spring-loaded. This is what runs on the track. It actually runs on the track. This is where the train picks up its electric. It picks it up from these little pads right here, and then that feeds it into the motor inside here. And as you can see, they're spring-loaded. As you can see here, they're spring-loaded, and what that does is that it allows the train to basically run along the track and keeps everything even too. Now, one of the things you're going to notice about these LGB train engines, especially this particular one too, is it's got a little connector on the back. Okay, right here, these two little prongs right here, that's an actual light connector. What you do is you can connect other lights and things with cars and things that I'm going to have. Now, I'm actually going to have some videos coming up. They're going to actually show you how you hook lights and things and stuff into this train. And I'm also going to show you some cars and things as well that I'm actually doing some upgrades to in some of my upcoming videos.